Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashim. This is my front squat workout from this week. It's the heavy day, it's a heavy week. So we got 275 for 3, 305 for a cluster set, 305 for single, 275 for a cluster set, and then a bunch of walkouts. So this is 275 for 3, set number 1. I was really worried after this set because I think I overextended or whatever my wrist, and my wrist hurt a lot. And I was really scared that I'd sprained it or something, but it turned out to be okay. It was just pretty painful after the set. 275. Okay, so this is a cluster set, and I think I've developed a little bit of a, I don't know if this is a tip or a trick or some way to like nail a good front squat, but one of the things which I want to discuss is that when we study the deadlift and you look at all these neat little ways to perfect it and to make the movement much work for you basically. One of the things that people talk about is taking the slack out of the bar, and I didn't know how exactly to go about it for front squats, but I think I figured it out. When I set up for the front squat, and you're gonna watch that happen in a few seconds, I really make sure that the bar is in such a way, it's in such a stable position where I don't, it doesn't move anymore. So right before I actually pick the bar up, there's already my body is applying force to the bar, just not to the extent that it moves the bar and I'm able to unrack it, but it does apply force. And then I take that deep breath into my core and I brace my core, and then I walk out the weight, and then I do the rep that I have to do. And I think taking the slack out of the bar for front squats helps a lot as well. It just takes a little bit of getting used to be able to do it successfully, because a lot of the times you'll unrack the bar, you'll step behind, and you need to take another breath, and in that your core will become loose all over again. So there was no need. You nullify the positive effects of taking the slack out of the bar, and I do not advise that to anyone. I think you should really try to take the slack out of the bar. So see, these 3 or 5 sets, I got one cluster set of 1 rep and 1 rep again, so 2 reps in total, and then another set of just 1 rep. I have not done 305 anything above 300 for this kind of work volume ever. Normally, if I go above 300, it's for one, maybe two independent sets of a rep each. This time, it was a cluster set, which I'm really proud of myself for, because you guys know how much havoc cluster sets create in my mind. Well, this was really good. I think the only thing that I change is that I think next time I do this, I'll probably do a third single in that cluster set, because I think I could have got it. I just didn't try hard enough. I didn't want to. This is the first time that we bumped up the volume this much with something this close to my max. My max is 315, so 305 is very close to my max. And here I am, I'm using it and using it, and that's exactly what I want to do. I want to own this weight. Alright, so just to recap, I try to make sure that I've taken the slack out of the bar. This is another cluster set, by the way, of 275 pounds. I make sure that I've taken the slack out of the bar before I start my rep. So I think we finished rep number 3 and 4. Now we're going to do rep number 5 and 6 in 20 seconds. See, as you can see, my wrist really hurts. That's why I try to straighten it and make sure that pain goes away. After this, I got 2 sets, 2 walkouts, and a static hold with 405. Guys, my goal in life, if I had to have a long-term goal, would be to be able to do a front squat with 405 pounds. That would be ridiculously impressive to me. And I don't think it's impossible. I think it's pretty doable. This is of course a long-term plan. I'm not really chasing numbers. It's just something that I think it would be really nice to be able to do. The last rep with 275. So that's it for all the heavy sets. I'm gonna be doing a walkout now. You guys are gonna see it in less than 10 seconds. When I did this walkout with 405, my whole body goes into shock. When I do this walkout, I make sure that I brace my core. I did that little thing about taking the slack out of the bar, even on this set, and I make sure that all the my core is really tight. My glutes are flexed and hard, and I'm squeezing my ass basically, keeping the weight up. I'm trying hard to hold it there, and I got 14 seconds on set one and 15 seconds for the second set. I take a little bit of a close up of the weights. Alright guys, this is the last set. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos and participating the way y'all do. I love the support and the encouragement. Thanks a lot. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you very much.